Hola mi gente, Joe Barreto back with you at the Credit Card Connection. I'm so glad you can join me. Well, mi gente, what a wild couple of months it's been in this credit card space. Back in June, Chase decided to refresh the Chase Sapphire Reserve, coming in at a hot 795. It gave you a lot of benefits that people liked, and it took away a lot of benefits that people loved. Then in July, you got Citibank finally rolling out their unicorn Strata Elite card at 595 a year. The only card now that transfers to American Airlines, giving you 4 lounge passes to American Airlines lounges, as well as Priority Pass, and something called City Nights, where you get 6 times on dining out Friday nights and Saturday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, that's weird. Then you have the American Express Platinum card that came out with great fanfare on September 18th. I was live at midnight when this dropped, and all I can tell you is this, guys. And still, undisputed premium credit card champion of the world, the American Express Platinum card. And today, I'm going to show you why. Now, don't take my word for it. Last night, Sunday night, I was live with Stan, the credit frog, and Stan actually said he gave that card a 9 out of 10. That's as close as perfect as you can get. So, mi gente, if that sounds good to you, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. Check out the referral links below. I have my American Express referral links there, some from Extra Wallets as well, the Lion card, you name it, it's all there. My website, my merch. Do me a favor, check it out. Let's jump into it. So, the first card I'm going to jump into, mi gente, is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Again, I'm not knocking the card. It's a great card, especially if you're in the Chase ecosystem. It's a great card with great benefits, but some of the benefits that people really liked about it that made it easier to use were taken away. The main one being the 1.5 across the board whenever you use that card in the portal. Now it's more selective with a 2 times points boost with really co-branded companies like IHG, like United, like Hyatt. That's where you're going to get the best bang for your buck. But anything else, you may not get a better return. Right now, the card is offering 125,000 ultimate rewards points with 6,000 spend. Okay, it says it gives you $2,700 in annual value. You're going to get reserve exclusives, 8 times points on all purchases through the Chase travel portal, including the edit. Now, remember, that was also 10 times in the previous version of the card. 4 times on flights booked directly, which is great. 4 times booked on hotels directly, which is great. 3 times on dining, which is every single Chase card, and 1 times on everything else. $300 annual credit for travel is the easiest one. It still is. That's fantastic. $500 credit stays for the edit. And this is going to be, you can get up to 250 in statement credits from January to June, and again, July through December for prepaid bookings. And you're going to get complimentary breakfast. Think of it like the FHR for Amex. Okay. Here, you're going to get a $300 dining credit. And this is going to be $150 statement credits January to June, July to December. And it's through their Sapphire Reserve exclusive tables. $120 DoorDash Dash Pass membership, and $300 in DoorDash promos, a StubHub credit of $300, and then you have Lyft for 120, Apple TV, and then you have a Peloton 120 times 10 points for it. This is just some of it. Now, as I said before, you're also going to get now access to the lounges. There aren't many, but you still get access to it. They're going to give you IHG reward status. Now it's telling you here Diamond Elite. That's only if you spend 75,000. If not, it comes in for platinum status. These other 2 credits are only if you spend 75,000 a year on the card, which is 250 for the shops at Chase and 500 for Southwest Airlines. Okay, so they packed a lot, but like I've had in other videos where I broke it down further. Let's say something like the Apple TV and Apple Music credit, It's not for Apple One. So those of you that bundle everything with Apple, you can't get credit for that. You have to do your membership through them and have it paid separately for it. Yeah, it might be another hurdle to go through. Some might want to do it. I don't, so I can't use that credit. The Live credit is broken up into monthly credits as well. And you're going to get 5 times points on it, which is fine. But Peloton, I throw that in the Equinox credit, nothing there for me. StubHub, great breakdown, 150 every 6 months. This is great if you're going to buy sporting events tickets or anything of that nature through StubHub. That is a great deal. The dining credit, there's been issues with their Chase Sapphire Reserve tables where it's not being coded directly. When you go out and pay, it doesn't code, and then people were not getting the credit back onto their cards. Then you have Dash Pass. Me personally, I've never used DoorDash or Dash Pass, but for people that do use it, you have a membership to it, and then you get promos to it as well. And still, the easiest credit that Chase offers you at all is the $300 annual travel credit, which really is that easy to use. And then the edit, the credits are fine. The problem is that their edit hotels are so expensive, guys. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not saying it to poo poo on the card. It is the actual truth. Check it out for yourself, and you'll see how expensive that is. Now, Chase has also added that's going to go into effect, and that's why it's not here now. Updated from their site is going to be beginning in January 2026. They added a $250 IHG credit that you can use when booking IHG hotels. And this credit of $500 that's here now broken up into $250 credits will be one $500 credit for you to use, which makes it easier. Why did they do that? Because they saw what Amex did. Now, what did Amex do? And here's what we're going to do. Let me bring you back in. So, Amex right now is coming in. Now, because I have a card active, no matter how I try it, you're going to see this is my information. So I had to cut out some of the other parts. But their offer is up to 175,000 membership rewards points for 8,000 spend in 6 months. Mine, as you see, it just shows you I can get an additional 20,000 points, membership points, if I had it, an additional user to my card. But here they're telling you how you can unlock $3,500 in total value. And here's why I tell you that this is the king, guys. 5 times points on hotels and airlines booked through their travel portal. 5 times on travel booked directly with the airlines. The best lounge collection anywhere from any card issuer. That's their global lounge collection. You're going to get a $600 hotel credit broken up into two $300 credits for their fine hotels and resorts. You're going to get $200 in Uber cash. You're also now finally going to get the $120 worth of Uber One credit, where in the past, even if they gave you that Uber credit, basically that was just cutting off the tax because we know how more expensive it was to order from Uber, especially with Uber Eats. But now this gives you Uber One, which actually gives you the discount with Uber if you're booking rides, 6% back. So you're getting Uber credit and Uber One credit. They left this credit alone, the $200 airline fee credit, which I use for United for my travel bank cash. So I literally just put the $200 into that every year. Fine hotels, FHR, and resorts credit is still there. That's going to be broken up into the two $300 credits. $209 Clear Plus credit. I use Clear all the time, especially if you're in a big city. I use Newark, JFK, LaGuardia. If you want to stand on the line, stand on the line. I use Clear. I get to the front. Here's where they knocked it out the box. This is just crazy. $400 Resi credit, and they let you use it now. Literally, as I go to record this, it is Monday, September 22nd. Now, I told you this went live on the 18th. I already got one of the credits, and I'll go into that in a minute. But I was able to use $100 for this quarter, because it's $100 a quarter, of the Resi credit already this past Saturday at a Resi restaurant in New Jersey called MK Valencia. But they're giving you $400 of an easy to use because there are a lot more Resi restaurants than they are in that Sapphire collection of restaurants. The digital entertainment credit that used to be only $240 is now 300, and they included now YouTube TV and YouTube Premium to the channels and subscriptions that you could use to get that money back into your account. So this is huge. They literally took the benefit and made it better. The Resi benefit was brand new. So you see it says enhanced, and the Resi credit is brand new. You're also going to get, and here's where it's funny. You see the Walmart credit here stayed the same. People that love Walmart, they're going to pay for your Walmart Plus subscription. But the Lululemon credit, $75 every quarter. I didn't know what the heck Lululemon really was until this came out. I ordered my wife a pair of leggings literally Thursday, got it Saturday. $300 a year for Lululemon is a great deal. They still kept the Saks credit. This is what I'm saying. They didn't take away, they just added onto this. So, yeah, they did increase the fee by $200. But in Resi alone, they gave you $400 in Resi. They gave you a $300 Lululemon credit, which is easier to use than the Saks credit. This one, people are mixed with. I like it because of what my wife does for a living, especially as a personal trainer and owning a wellness and fitness center. A $200 Aura Ring credit. The Aura Rings go from anywhere from 349 to 4 something, depending on the type of metal you want to use and the style. This is $200 a year. That's huge. Okay. So now that the holidays are in, you can get one now in this quarter and then get another ring in January. And if you don't want the ring, you could sell it. But that's great. And you see, they still kept the $300 Equinox credit, which I've told you 1,000 times I've never used, but it's still there. How you can earn points 5 times on flights, like I said before, directly or through the portal, 5 times on prepaid hotels through the portal, and 1 times on everything else. This is where it's kind of lacking, but it's always been lacking there with the 1 times on other purchases. Now, why am I do I feel so strongly about the platinum card being the undisputed king? Guys, just an easy credit to use. Again, the FHR, that's $600 in hotels, $400 in dining, you're at 1,000 already. $300 in Lululemon, 1,300. $300 in digital entertainment credit, which we all have some sort of digital entertainment. Those are usable credits and benefits. Walmart, those are things that we're going to use anyway. It's not like you have to go through the hoops to use them. And that's what I like about this refresh with Amex, that they gave us credits and benefits that are usable. They enhance ones that we already used. That's why, even though the Sapphire Reserve, is a good card and they gave it a good shot, you can't tell me that the Platinum card is just not that much better. The topper, this is the thing. I got this one when they dropped it in June, okay? But because I chose not to pay the 795 and I was grandfathered under the 550 um annual fee, I still can't use the benefits of the card until October 26th. Hear me. So since June until October, the only thing I could use on this card were the older benefits and the 2 times points boost. All the new benefits can't use. Amex, if you were a current card holder at midnight at September 18th, you could use them right away. Think about that. So you have access to use even the quarterly credits like I just did. September ends in a week. I already used the quarterly credits. So I'm already net positive for the year on this card. Okay. Plus, then I have the next quarter coming up. So I'm going to be way ahead by the end of the calendar year. So at 895, yeah, it's banging on the door of $1,000. And I get it. It's not for everyone. Hear me when I tell you this card is not for everyone. But for those that have it, There's no doubt that this beats the Sapphire Reserve, the Capital One Venture X, and the City Strata Elite. There's no competition. Forget about Wells because Wells is still kicking the can down the road. So, mi gente, I hope that you can see why I feel that the American Express Platinum Card is the undisputed heavyweight credit card champion of the world. As always, mi gente, I thank you for being here. But more than anything else, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, take care.